So let me ask you this: deals. Let's talk about that. So, what is one of the most challenging deals you've had to do? Maybe it was from the hardest deal, the one that just sticks in your head.
I'd say the hardest one was the apartments because I I had to get all my growth from there. So
Mhm.
I had to learn to build my own team for renovating. And during the 2 years that I turned over that property, we probably bought, rehabbed, and either rented or sold maybe about 100 single family houses during that time.
Mm.
So I really learned how to scale through that. I learned that apartments are nothing like houses. You know, the city's way much more involved throughout the
Mhm.
entire process. A lot of roles are different. Um, the lending was different. That was the first property that I actually took debt on. Because I remodeled it when I got to the end. I was like, okay, like I ran out of money probably twice on the apartments, but I wasn't broke. I had like probably 60 houses. So I
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, I'm running low on money. I'm gonna sell this house. Hey, I'm running low, sell this house, finish the apartments, leasing it out. I'm making, 30,000 a month cash flow." And so I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna take some debt, refi it at 50%, get my money back." And, you know, not only did I get to replace those 2 houses, but I got to buy, another 30 properties after that.
So you think one of the biggest things for you is help is scaling is because we talked about that too. You before we started. Um, you know, Misty and I've never sold anything over all these years, and of course, it's a lot slower in that aspect. But you'll sell.
Yeah.
You'll actually kind of sell things,
I
and
have no attachment to any of my properties.
yeah,
Like, I don't care how much I love it. If I can't get it at the price I want, I don't want it. And if I do own it, I like the second that I feel like I could be doing something easier, closer, better asset, something the least better, whatever, I have no problem selling it. So I buy and sell all the time.
it's time to let go, Misty. It's time to let go. No. So what about one of your most memorable deals? What would you say is something like maybe not challenging, but it just that was awesome.
Um, Always will be my first rental property. Um, that that I take a lot of pride in. My first flip that I was telling you about that I did whenever I sold it, I was telling you before the show started,
Hmm.
the guy to buy it gave me a shoebox with $50,000 collateral to hold it. And I remember, like, I just stared at the box and I went home and I cried. And for everybody that's like, "Oh, I thought you were a lot cooler than this." No, seriously, like, I went home and I held the box and I, like, bawled my eyes.
Yeah.
Not like a tear, like, I bawled my eyes crying. And it's because, like, before that, I don't think I'd ever seen more than $1,000, you know? And, like I said, we grew up extremely not wealthy. Um, so that was life changing to me. That was huge.